Welcome to the flowerschool.com video library. I'm Leanne Kessler, Director of the Floral Design Institute, and today I'm here to share with you the Christmas wreath. It's one of the first things I do to get ready for the holiday. Often before Thanksgiving, there'll be a wreath on my door. And today I want to honor the old German legend of the bird nest, and maybe you've heard that. It's said that if you find a bird nest in your Christmas tree, the coming year will be filled with health and happiness. And what a wonderful thing. Think about it. A wreath, a nest, health and happiness. Life doesn't get any better. My wreath is a pre-made 12-inch base. Yes, it's much bigger than 12 inches. When they talk about 12 inches, it's the ring in the back. And I always look for a double-banded metal ring to make sure that it'll do exactly what I want, be sturdy, strong, not any issues. Then in addition to the wreath, I have some extra greens. I've got some noble, cedar, and pine that I'm going to use to enhance. To enhance, just cut down the foliage. Use any type you like. It can be the evergreens like I'm using here, or it could be a broadleaf like salal or magnolia, clipping it down. And then using a Sure Bonder glue gun, it's a wonderful hot melt glue gun, just add a bit of glue directly to the end of the leaflet, and then lifting, tuck it in. And what this will do is give you a much fluffier wreath, make it fuller, more luxurious. You'll be the envy of the whole neighborhood because your wreath is so much better than everyone else. Pine, so grand it gives more fragrance to the wreath. Again, just glue, lift, and tuck, spiraling around until you get it totally filled. Once you have it enhanced, you want to totally saturate it, front and back, with Crowning Glory. It's a sealer, an anti-transparent. It will lock the moisture in so that it doesn't dehydrate as quickly. Then let it dry, and once you've got that done, you can go ahead and add more. For me, since I'm doing the nest, I wanted to add some natural branches to it. So just taking red twig dogwood, cutting it down, getting smaller branches to work with. And then going through, same thing, using the glue gun, a little bit of glue on the end, then lifting and tucking it down in. And one trick you may have noticed, when I glue, I spiral my gun around as I end up. That way it stops the glue strings. Because what you're doing is melting them off so that they don't string out over your wreath. So it's glue, twist, and then set it in place. With the trend in natural woodlands for Christmas this year, this nest is perfect. So tucking in the nest, we've got it all natural woodland already. This just enhances it. Adding a little bit of glue right directly to the base of the nest. And then setting it right onto the wreath. And then enhancing with more woodland treasures, pine cones of all different types, pods. Enhances, just adding a little bit more Mother Nature, maybe some smaller cones, different types of cones, and just filling it again till it's full and luxurious. You could stop here and have a beautiful rustic woodlands wreath, but I'd always go one step further. I don't like an empty nest, so taking just a tiny bit of sphagnum moss, setting it in place, and then using sweet gum pods that I've gathered and then gilded with a little bit of gold Design Master paint, and just glue a tiny bit, tuck it into place, and again, get a little bit of color so that the nest isn't empty. Then, again, you could stop here, but being a florist, I always want to add flowers. And it's so easy to add tubed flowers to this. It'll last perfectly for a party, and then you can just pull them back out, replace them for another party. What I do is I use the smaller tubes, and then taking a rose or carnation or an orchid, whatever you like, cut it down and just set it right into the tube. And then again, using the glue gun, glue the side of the tube. And then just lift and insert it down into the wreath. The rose will continue to open, getting fuller and prettier. Repeat it with another. Fill it in with as many roses as you'd like, or until you run out of room. Now, I'm ready for the holiday season. Are you? If you need more inspiration, supplies for all your decorations, you can find it on our website, flowerschool.com. If you have questions, you can reach us through the website or by telephone at 503-223-8089. And as always, I love to see your pictures. You inspire me. Feel free to use my personal email and send me off any thoughts, questions, and photos. It's Leanne, Leanne, at floraldesigninstitute.com. Now it's your turn. Have fun and do something you love.